YouTube. I think we're live. I'm about to check right now if we are live. If we are live, that is fantastic. I'm going to do a quick cook up for you guys in Reason 10. Making a beat. Show you guys my process of making a beat. Let me make sure that we are live. And grab the... We are live, baby. We're live. We are live. What up? Welcome to the studio. We're about to be cooking up a beat in Reason 10. If you guys don't know, I'm a big advocate for Reason 10. So I'm going to share this real quick on my YouTubes and all that good stuff. Share it on the Twitters, all that kind of good stuff. If you're just tuning in, let me know where you're watching this from, because I be really caring. You know what I'm saying? I be really caring about y'all, where y'all watching this from, all that kind of good stuff. So if you are a producer, stick around. We're not going to be super long tonight because I got to be at John Keith's album celebration party in San Diego. So I was feeling inspired. I have a goal every day to create something, even if it's not, the most magnificent piece of work. I try to create something every single day, and that's what I'm going to do today. Today is no exception. Like I said, if you guys are tuning in, let me know where you're watching this from. I'm going to open up the chat. We only got a couple people in here. So how are we going to hear you make it? You are going to hear me make it through my DAW. You should be hearing me right now, right, everybody? You can hear it. Cleveland, Ohio, Canada. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Don't be playing with my emotions. Don't be playing with my emotions like that. I'm going to make sure this microphone is a little louder. Check, check, check. Is that better? We good? Is that good? Live stream in the house. South Carolina, Cleveland, Ohio. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? So we're going to get right into it. I'll show you guys my process. I usually start with my sample. And I'm a sample-based producer, if you guys don't know. I love samples. I got this other angle here just because I like it. I don't even know if it's in focus, but I think it looks fly from this angle. You get to see the big mixer. Anyway, I'll start with my sample. Show you guys the process of that. Let's go back to this joint. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, I'm gonna do a quick cook up for you guys live. Show you guys my process of making a beat. People have been asking for more beat tutorials, all that kind of stuff. My name is Ruslan. I'm a hip hop artist, creative entrepreneur, and we're gonna make a beat in Reason 10, Propeller Head Reason 10, live here on a YouTube. I'm gonna drop that intro for y'all one time. Gotta salute all the Patreon for tuning in. We've been upgrading the different equipment, all that kind of stuff, and that's due to all the Patreon. You know who you are if you want to tune in and support what we're doing. King's Dream Patreon, patreon.com/King's Dream. You could do that. Tiers start as low as $5 a month, and you get a weekly group chat FaceTime call with me. You get all kinds of perks, and we got that remix contest coming up that the $24 a month patrons are gonna get it for free. So anyway, I'm gonna get right into this joint. I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. I gotta go, but like I said, I felt inspired. So here go my Reason right here. I start with a nice clean template. Like I told you guys, I start with my sample. Those of you guys that know, I'm a sample-based producer. Let me move this window over. Boom. Boom. Somebody told me to do that the other day. So if you're just tuning in, I want to hear from you guys where you're watching this from. If you're a producer, I want to know what you're producing on. So let's see. I love Splice. If you guys don't know, I'm a big advocate for Splice. I'm going to see if I got any samples in here that I mess with. Let me see. We don't have anything, but that's all right because I'm going to make something. Change my speakers. I got quiet speakers. I got loud speakers. And here's the deal. We're going to try to do this whole thing. I'm going to put the pressure on myself. We're going to do this whole thing. I'm going to put the pressure on myself in 25 minutes. Let's see if we could do it. I got my little clock. This is called a Pomodoro clock. It's a productivity method. I'm going to set this because I also got to go in 25 minutes. So we're not going to take up a lot of you guys' time. So we'll just do that for the sake of moving on to something. First thing you gotta do is you gotta set your BPM, 140 BPM. So, all right, we're gonna drop the sample in. Now, here's the deal. Immediately after dropping the sample in, you have to make the sample your own, because if you're a producer, you put stuff on YouTube, you putting stuff, your beat gets placed, anything like that, you will get hit for it. So appreciate you guys who are all tuning in. Again, if you're just hopping in the stream, let me know where you're watching this from. If you would like to share it, that would be dope. I want to hear what DAWs you use if you're a producer. And I really feel like production, songwriting, recording is all kind of the same process. So when I drop a sample, then I told y'all the very first thing I have to do is I got to figure out a way to make it my own. Simply just changing the key. Like, let's see. I'm going to go over to that screen so you guys can see me. So if you see right here, we got the semitone. I'm going to see what it sounds like 2 semitones up. It's a bit much. Let's see. No, we're going to go down. I like that. That feels a little gritty to me. And I'll try messing with the tempo. So I changed the key. I changed the tempo. A little too slow. Let's try 145. All right, I can live with that. Okay, I like that little bam. So let's see. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna chop up the beat a little bit, just because I like that one little piece. I think I'm gonna try to finesse it to get more of it. Let's see. But right here, I'm just gonna reverse it, just because I'm trying to just mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how that feels. It's all right. So I just start slicing. All right, so once I kind of got a basic idea of my sample, I pitched this up, pitched this down 2 semitones. So I always have a handy circle of fifths handy, which is you know, kind of like your entire thing. So I'll just kind of label this. Let's see, where did the sample start at? I think the sample started as a C major. Yes, C major, and then we went down 2 semitones. So C. Let me go back to this shot so you guys can see my face. So we started at C major. Oh shoot, no, wrong. Boom, sorry about that. C major, and then we went down to 2 semitones. So 2 semitones is C major. What's before C? B, and then I'll just pull out a keyboard. On-screen piano keys. So the key was, it was a C, B, A flat. So now it's A to A flat, because I turned it down 2 semitones. Sometimes this works out perfectly, sometimes it doesn't. I'm gonna hope that it does, and basically I'm going to put the sound of my 808. In Reason, you have these little racks where you could you can actually, I'm just gonna import my 808 sound. You can put a sound, the scale of the sound. Sorry, I'm trying to get it out. Forgive me, guys. All right, so Ruslan 808 Mash. This is my favorite 808 sound. It's customized to me. You've heard it on pretty much all my beats that have 808s. It kind of uses a similar sound, not the same exact, but a similar sound. And I got this thing right here called scales and chords. Now, I don't really use it the way people think I use it, where you use scales and chords. I actually turn the chords off. But if it's a C, I'm going to go down to a B flat. I'm going to make sure all my 808 sounds are now in that B flat register. So let's go back to the sequencer window. And okay, then I'm gonna run on right into my drums. If you guys don't know, I'm a big advocate for quality drum sounds, because I think drums are everything in hip hop. So for drums, I love Anthony Cruz. I just got his new kit. I like that sound. Let's drop that kick in. Trying to kick up. I have my fader here. Let's see. On here, I got my faders, so you see all my channels. They're all labeled, and I can just easily. I still like faders. Now, depending on what the okay, that feels about right. Depending on what kind of track this is, sometimes I'll actually do the kicks and try to play them out. If it's like a modern record, I don't do that. I try to do what's it called? I just draw them in. It's just easier for me. Started doing my drums this way. So I'm just copying and pasting right now. Got 17 minutes left to make this sound somewhat decent. And then I'll kind of go in. Let's see if we can add like a cool little 30-second. Nope, that sounds trash. But maybe. Nope. You guys are seeing the real deal process of this whole thing. Pasted that wrong. This don't feel right either anyway. Let's go back in. Go back in and finesse this a bit more. Alright, and we're just going to copy that. Make your drum patterns as intricate as you want. This isn't too... Turn these down, it might be kind of piercing your ears. Let's see how this sounds. Something different here. See if we can layer this snare, if it does anything for us. Sometimes layering snares could be a cool thing. Sometimes it could not. If you're just tuning in, cooking up a beat, I'm live. I'm live. If you're watching the replay, that's all good too. If you're watching the replay, I want to know where you guys are watching this from and what DAW you use. I am a Reason 10 advocate. I love Reason 10. And yeah, man, it's been a fun journey. Alright, so that's sort of sounding like something, guys. That's sort of sounding like something. Let's see if we get a little hat action. Super. Now, here is where I would kind of do my swing. You guys are thinking like, man, you're drawing everything in. There's no swing. So this is where I would finesse and try to like create a little swing. Is in like the hats by just manually kind of sliding them over. Then I'll copy and paste that sequence. Just to give it a little bit of like life, you know what I'm saying? Like some, because if you do drums like this a lot, sometimes your strings will be very stiff. Kind of like that. I don't know where that would fit that in. I feel like we can move this over an eighth. Let's see how it sounds right before the snare. No, that don't work. What about after the snare? So it would go right there in a normal pattern. So let's see. Yeah, we're gonna keep it right there. Alright, if you're just tuning in, let me know where you're watching this from. Caleb just had a good idea. He said, what do you think about the kick being at the end of the loop? I like that idea, Caleb. Let's try it. Yeah, good idea, Caleb. That's good. And we can get, you know, we can get a little trappy with it. Let's see. See, we could add the low. Let's check this out. Now watch this little thing I'm gonna try to do. save me some time is I'm going to try to join the clips, right, and cut them in half. Let's create more of that triplet sound. I don't know if you caught how I did that, but yeah. I'll move this. Let's put this back here. Yeah. All right. So somebody in the comments said, who was on San Antonio in the house? I know I recognize it. So they said bad. I was using bad by XXX. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So then we figure out ways to make it our own. And one of the ways I like to do that is by just finessing the sample. So let's see. And by the way, I do not mind using the same samples as other people, like, at all, because I think that's hip hop. Like, cats been doing that. They've been taking different sounds and all that kind of stuff. Now, I'll be self-admitted in that I am not the best 808 player, but I do my best. Let's see. Bruh, this ain't copy and pasting, right? Remember, the first thing I did was I made this in the same key as the beat. So that was my first step, so that I can make this 808 much easier. That first note is so. So, wouldn't be a trap beat without a little glide, right? Gotta add a little glide. Let's see, pitch bend. See how this feels. mic it up. I don't know. Maybe the other one will go down with. Let's see. Somebody said make the first note the same as the second note. Let's try that. There we go. That's a good idea. Yeah. Oh. Hey. Yeah. So now, the toughest part for me, like I got a basic idea. Now this isn't a finished beat, right? Like I do a lot of post-production stuff. So like this is just to get an idea flowing. You guys are asking if I'm gonna rap to it. I might, but the important thing is I got an idea out, and so now I'm gonna try to do a basic like arrangement on it. So let's see. Let's do this without any of those little glides and see how that feels. Maybe here we're gonna go so we'll just do every other one for the intro. Beat drop. I messed up. Ha! Here's a trick. I do this with a lot of my samples. Try to filter out some of the samples, give them variation, give them some space to breathe, so they're not exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna filter this out even more. Got some burps with. Oh look, hey. Ha. So it's a basic idea, man. It gets me going. Let's paste this over right quick. Boom. I'm going to use this version for when we go into the verse. You know, so it's not the craziest beat. It's not the most intricate beat. But the important thing is it's enough for me to get something going. So I'm gonna save this. We're just gonna call it 2009. Snap, that's the first beat I made in 2009. Can y'all believe it? 2009 beats. We're gonna call it YouTube A or B flat 145 BPM cook up. Cook up. That's it. We just cooked up, yo. We just cooked up. It was super quick. It was super quick. It was super fast, man. We didn't do nothing crazy, but the important thing is I spent some time creating. I spent some time with you guys today, and I feel productive. So in the comments section, those of you guys that are watching, what y'all think, man? What are y'all cooking up in? What beats are you guys using? Excuse me, what beats, what DAWs are you using? Like I said, I'm a huge Reason advocate. I love Reason. So I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Let me know. Thank you guys for tuning in, especially those of you guys that watched live. Just getting back in the groove of producing probably within the last like 12 months. And so this has been super fun for me to do, man. So I appreciate all you guys watching. Make sure you